Hey guys, what's going on? And thanks for coming back to another video. So today we're going to be doing an easy everyday makeup tutorial using the Modern Renaissance palette. And yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video. And yeah, let's move on into the video. So starting off, I'm just taking the Prep and Prime Fix Plus by MAC. This is in coconut scent and I use it as a setting spray before and after my makeup. And as you can see now, it got into my mouth. It's not really pleasant. I'm so sorry. But yeah, things like that happen to me every single day. Now I'm just grabbing the e.l.f. Blemish Control Face Primer, and I really like using this one because it keeps my face really nice and smooth for my foundation, and it does contain salicylic acid 2%, which is a really good acne treatment that you can find at home in everyday makeup. So I'm usually just applying it on the side of my nose and on the forehead, which means the T-zone, and then I'm just taking the residue and put it all over my face. So for foundation, I'm just using the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation in light beige, and I'm mixing it with the Catrice Light Correcting Serum Primer, and this is in Sunlight. This is supposed to be a liquid primer, but I use it to give me more shine look because the makeup that I'm using, the foundation, is super matte. So I don't want my face to look super matte and super cakey, so I just use a tiny bit of this one and it gives me a glow look. So next up, I'm just using the Maybelline Eraser Dark Circles Concealer in the shade Ivory, and I just use it underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, forehead, Cupid's bow, and on my chin. After finishing with my foundation and concealer, I'm approaching to powder, and today I'm using the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder. My shade is Porcelain, which is W1, and I'm using it with the buffing brush by Real Techniques. And usually I use it just under my eyes and stuff, but today I just went all over it because I needed the makeup to stay as much as it can. So now come closer and I will show you what I'm doing next. So as you can see, I'm combing my eyebrows. I'm so sorry for them to be so full and stuff, but I'm a student and we had the final exam, so I didn't have time. But as you can see, I just took the Bark shade from the Holiday Collection palette by Ofra, and I just use it to fill in my brows where I have gaps and stuff, and you can see definitely the difference. So now I'm gonna do the other eyebrow. Moving on to the exciting part of this tutorial, I'm using the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia palette, and I'm starting off by taking the Antique Bronze shade using the Sigma Airbrush Blender F63, and I just use this shade all over my crease. Now I'm just using the Cypress Amber shade from the same palette, and I use it over the shade that we just did and blending this one as well with the same brush. Now I'm just using the Red Oak from the palette, and I'm just using it over the two shades that we just did with the same brush. Raw Sienna, which is a brownish matte color from the palette, and we just use it on top of everything to make it a bit softer. So now I'm taking my favorite shade from the palette, which is Primavera, and I use the Sigma E32 Exact Blend Brush, and I just tap it on top of my eyelid. A tip for you guys, if you want the color to be more pigmented, if you're using a shimmery eyeshadow, you can take it on the brush and just use a bit of setting spray or Fix Plus like I used earlier, and then the pigment of the shadow will be a bit brighter and stronger. Moving on with the same brush, I'm taking a bit of the Vanadium Red, and I use it underneath my eye, underneath my under waterline, and I use a tiny bit of this just to frame my eye. So hey there, as you can see, I finished the other eye. Yeah, I really like the look. It's a really nice natural look with a pop of color from the pink. And now I'm just taking a little brush with the shade Vermeer from the palette, and I use it on my inner corners just to give a pop of bright. Now I grab the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Contour Quad, and I'm using the Define shade from that palette to create kind of a smoky eyeliner look. Moving on to mascara, I'm using the Maybelline The Colossal Big Shot Volume Express Waterproof Mascara. Grabbing the Americana shade from the Holiday palette by Ofra, and I'm just using it as a bronzer. So then I'm grabbing the Extra Dimension blush by MAC. This is Into the Pink, and I'm just using it with the medium sculpting brush. Now for my favorite part, as you know, I love Ofra highlighters. So this is again the Rodeo Drive, which as I said, I need to go buy a new one. But I'm just taking Real Techniques fan brush and I just use the highlighter. Next up, I just took a wet wipe to take out every single foundation that it was left on my lips so that we can move to the final step, which is gonna be lipstick. So for lipstick, I just using the MAC from the James Calliardrose collection, and this is in the shade Almondine, and it's a pretty pinkish nude shade. Now for the final step, we're finishing with the same setting spray by MAC, the Fix Plus, and I'm just use it all over my face. Now I don't have time because I needed to go, so I'm just speeding the process, you know. So this is the final makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, thumbs up this video, and follow me on Instagram. The link will be down below. Love you guys. See you next Monday. Bye bye.